What's going on, traders? John with Tactical Trading here with a short video, kind of a mid to late week update. We will obviously have our OTC Saturday video on Saturday, our watch list on Sunday. I may have a video tomorrow doing a recap on the week. Kind of want to go over the watch list a little bit. The listed plays did really well. We had CBAT Energy at $6.15. This thing ran all the way up to over $12, and now is still higher than that $6.15. So if you had a day trade in that, you did really well on Monday. This thing still had a nice day today as well too. We called out Solo, S-O-L-O, at $6.29. This thing ran as well too. AYRO had a great day today. We called that at $3.99. This thing's trading in the fives today. And Westwater Resources, WWR, we called that at $4.20. This thing shot up into the sixes. I believe it was on Monday. So if you took some opportunities with those, we did really well. Now, as far as our TSNP, that was our main play of the week. We also had some of the other OTC plays, but TSNP was the main one. We called that out last Wednesday at 0.004. This thing ran all the way up to over 3.5 cents. So if you got in when I called it out on Wednesday and sold it right a little above 3, you made a huge amount of money. I got in at 0.004 and ended up getting out at 0.0352, got back in under 2 cents and sold out at 2.5 cents today. I still am very interested in that play. I know on Sunday when we called it out, it was just a tenth of a penny under a cent. It was at 0.009, so it was still under a penny. So even if you bought it then and are still holding, you're still at a double. I like the story for this thing. I like where it's going for a more of a longer term play. As we all know, I'm a day trader. I have very few positions as long term plays. This is something I'm definitely interested in keeping an eye on. I do think this thing could get up into the 5-6 cent range rather quickly. This is something that's going to be putting out consistent PRs. It has been trading a little strange. Seems to be running up the day prior to the PR, and then the day of the PR crashes. I think that's everybody knowing that the PR is about to come out. Now they're not going to pre-announce any of their press releases, so I think this may help the stock in anticipation. People are going to be, trading it normally. They're not going to be running it up into the PR, and then if the PR is even somewhat disappointing, I mean, I don't know what some people expected. Were they thinking that these guys are going to merge with MasterCard, Visa, and have a deal with Tesla and have a consortium? I mean, I don't know what people were expecting, but they had really good news today. They've shaved almost 800 million off their share count. I still think they do have a little bit of a high overall shares, but still a lot better taking that 800 million off. I think this thing is going places, and at under 2 cents, I do think this is a very good buy for Humble for TSNP. Another stock I'm looking at very closely is BRTX. They had just dropped the Q yesterday, went out of bankruptcy. I made a trade on that. I ended up getting that in at 220 or 2.2, ended up getting out at in the mid threes yesterday. Got back in this morning on the big crash under 2, and then got out right around 0.0229 is where I got out. So I had 2 really good trades on that. I think this thing closed under 2 cents. This is an absolute steal where it's at right now. Absolute steal. If you're going to take 2 plays and hang on to them for kind of a flyer, I wouldn't. I mean, obviously, I'm not talking about putting your whole account into them. But if you're going to take a few $100 or a few $1,000, depending on the size of your account, and stash it away on something, there's 3 plays that I would put them on. One, obviously, DSGT. That's a stock I love, and I think right now at 19 cents is an absolute steal. TSNP at under 2 cents is a steal, and BRTX, Biorestorative, is a steal under 2 cents. So those would be stocks I'm looking at. OPTI, I shaved the majority of my holdings on that. I still have a small position, but it is trading like crap. I don't like the way it's trading, and I will not be adding unless they come out with astronomical news, which I don't know what can be bigger than a $2 billion contract. So what they're going to have to do for me is a couple things. They're going to have to give details on that $2 billion contract, who they're dealing with, who they sold the materials to, and very intricate details on that contract. I think that can get this thing going. Or they can do a share buyback. There's only a couple of things I think they can do to really get this thing going. And with the way they diluted, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Now, they can give details on that contract. If that happens, this could push this right to the area where I love. If it breaks that 8-cent area, this thing really can get going. Like I said, there's a ton of shorts in on this. I don't know how many are now. I didn't check the short count the past couple days, but it doesn't look like there was any short covering. This thing closed in the 5s. It seems to be right now it's just trading flat, and I really, as being a day trader, I can't hang on to something for a month, a week. I just can't do it and have this thing trade flat when I can go to other things and be making money. That's the one thing I don't understand, where some people, they get married to a stock, they buy it, and then they hang on to it for 6-7 months and it trades flat when they could have had that money working elsewhere and making money elsewhere. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And right now, as far as OPTI, I do like TSNP better. I like BRTX better, way better. TNSP way better. I like DSGT way better right now. So, DSGT, in fact, today came out with some news. They actually got their California dealer license from the DMV of California, so this will give them the ability to start closing these deals. They also stated in a tweet that they'll be trying to acquire, or will be acquiring, their manufacturer license, which allows them to do final assembly on some of these EVs, so that's a huge step in this company. I think this thing's got nowhere to go but up. So DSGT, as far as my OTC stocks, DSGT, TSNP, and BRTX. Now, a couple of stocks I do have my eye on. CBBT. These guys are about to have a merger that's going to be complete. I don't have any details on when it is, but right now trading at $0.015. When that merger is complete, they have a surgical implant on for Alzheimer's, and this could be big. So I think PKG is the company that they'll be merging with. So I definitely want you to have CBBT on your radar. Another stock we talked about a week and a half ago is ATVK. I want you to have them on your radar, because right now at $0.015, if this thing starts to run, you might want to grab a trade in that as well too. Two more OTC stocks that I'm just keeping an eye on. I want to give you the tickers, and I want you to keep an eye on them. NPHC, that's NPHC, and ENZC. ENZ is in zebra, C. So I want you to keep these on your watch list. The 4 that I want you to have on your watch list are CBBT, ATVK, NPHC, and ENZC. So I want all 4 of those stocks on your watch list. All of these have potential to boom, and all of these have potential to run, so I want you to keep an eye on them. And if any details come out with these, I will definitely be the first guy to come out either on Twitter or on a video and let you know what's going on with these guys. And that's probably one of the best places to follow me for up-to-date details is Twitter, because if I see something I like, I'll put a tweet on it, put a buy alert on that, and that way you'll be able to get a lifetime buy alert of what I'm buying, what I'm selling, and what I like throughout the day. Other than that, right now, like I said, the 3 stocks that I really like are DSGT. I think at 19 cents, that is an absolute bargain. I think it's a steal at that price at 19 cents. Somebody's honking outside. I don't know what they were. I hate when people do that. Ring a damn doorbell. DSGT, I'm losing my train of thought here. DSGT, definitely think at 19 cents, that's an absolute steal. TSNP under 2 cents, and BRTX under 2 cents. I think all of these stocks are absolute steals where they at. Probably the best one, if I had to choose Hard to say. BRTX maybe for a little bit of a longer term now that they came out of bankruptcy. I think they're actually talking about being listed on NASDAQ. You have to have $1 bid for a certain amount of time to even be considered for that. So I don't know what their plans are, but if they've got plans to get up over $1, they got a lot of work to do. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. I see people tweet, "Nah, it'll be $1 in a month." No, it's going to take some time. But I do think it's definitely worth over 2 cents. I think it's worth over 4 cents. I can see this stock within the next week or two trading around 5 cents. TSNP, I can see the same thing, trading around 5 or 6 cents maybe in the next week or two. So we still have 150% gains in both of these in my opinion. DSGT in my opinion, probably the most sound, being that they're getting the ball rolling really well at 19 cents. I think this is a 50-cent or better stock. So another 150% gain on this one as well too. So those are the three main plays that I'm watching. I gave you the other three tickers, to keep an eye on. Really don't have much more for you. It was kind of a slow day. Really had an exciting week, but mainly it was only in a few stocks. A lot of trading in TSNP. Other than that, I will get back to you guys probably later on tomorrow, late in the day with a week in review. If not, then we'll definitely see you on Saturday, on OTC Saturday, and we will definitely see you on Sunday. As always, please like, please share, please subscribe, and as always, let's get that money.